Oh my God, it's 7:05. He's late. Please don't let him be another loser.
Thank you.
Guys are always late.
I thought this was a fun little piece. Just some great writing, great performances. You get drawn right in. Really great rhythm to this piece too. Just with all the back and forth, they just do a really good job playing off each other. And yeah, again, it's well performed. Thought out well. Really enjoyable, and just a great little cherry on top at the end. Kind of gives it that final laugh. Just a really smartly done piece. Really impressed.
It's such a fun way to poke fun at like online dating, and how like the first couple dates are kind of like just getting to know people, and you're like kind of wasting time. But overall it was really sweet. It was to the point and like very, very pleasant. Like it was just a good time. It was a good 7.5 minutes. It was a good time, and I really enjoyed watching it.
I think we've all definitely been in an awkward first date, and She Loves Me, She Loves Me Not definitely amplifies that feeling. It definitely felt like a constant stream of red flags, and I think that was the whole joke of it all, was just all these red flags coming together to the point where the final red flag, compared to everything else, it didn't feel, it wasn't as extreme as some of the other red flags they were like throwing at each other. But I thought it was pretty funny, especially with that final twinge at the end. And yeah, I had a good time all around.
I really enjoyed Loves Me, Loves Me Not. It was very relatable for anyone that's been on a blind date. I mean, almost everyone can relate to this exact date. But it was the small details that I appreciated the most, like when the two of them are spilling out their online profiles to each other, and the waiter comes over to serve them drinks, then just walks away when she hears them, or how they change their profiles at the end based on what just happened. And it was really funny to see them coming to compromises over certain things, like how he enjoys camping, but she'll only stay at a 5-star hotel, or how he just brushes aside her multiple personality disorder. No, but a really fun film that offers a hilarious take on the online dating
It
experience.
has two very talented performers at its center, and they bounce off each other just beautifully. The first date, especially blind ones, can be so incredibly awkward and uncomfortable, and can in many ways feel like interrogations. And that's what we get across, certainly in this piece, is this kind of sense of back and forth, information digging, until finally we hit a rock and see something that just completely turns us off and ends the whole process, unfortunately. There's a lot of humor here in the little idiosyncrasies of how these people live their lives. And I think so many will be able to enjoy this because they'll have had some similar experience themselves.
It was a really fun comedic short about a first date riddled with miscommunications. I thought it was a really realistic conversation despite all the jokes they managed to pack into it. I love the modern mindset of going in head first and putting all your cards on the table and immediately trying to figure out if this person is a long-term fit for you. And both of the main characters of the short had such vibrant personalities, and this format allowed them to really show their development and become really three-dimensional characters very quickly, and I thought that was really effective. I loved the joke about the mom that sort of came back in the end, and a little bit of personality from the filmmakers in the credits, which was really cute. This is just like jam-packed with content considering how short it is. and it's a really fun ride.
So well done. It just kind of hit all of the marks throughout. I thought both of the characters were fantastic, and just it was like electric sitting and watching them and seeing the very clear disconnect from them right from the beginning of them not being able to find each other. But then when he comes and meets her and sits down at the table and he has this big grin on his face and she's just like not reciprocating, not having it. I loved the ending of it where, he's on the phone with his mom and he's like, I think it went well. I think I'm going to have a second date. And then getting to see the updates to their dating profiles afterwards. I just thought it was so funny. The chemistry between them was just on point, and it was really well done. Great job to the filmmakers, but also the actors for making this happen.
I really loved this short film. I thought that it was brilliantly written and it was wonderfully acted. The comedic timing of everybody was sheer perfection, and that's something that's really difficult to do. And they pulled it off. Those comedic right angles were absolutely perfect. I loved them. There were several moments where I laughed out loud, and I was laughing really hard. The wave between the two leading characters was hilarious. And both of the actors that were chosen to play the leads did such an amazing job. They were so adorably awkward, and you immediately liked them. They were both very believable in those roles as being, socially awkward, a little bit uncertain and filled with doubt. You found yourself rooting for wanting the two of them to get together because they were so cute. I loved that. I think another one of the moments that made me laugh out loud was the beauty of when the server walked in. And right when she walked in and the line that was dropped and how she kind of turned and walked right back out made me laugh so hard. So this was fantastic. Oh, that was the other thing. The music of the piece was crafted so well. Thank you. Thank you for crafting that music beautifully, because it didn't pull away from what was going on in the short film. It just kind of elevated it a little bit. It's good music when you don't, this is going to sound strange, but you're not aware that it's there. It adds to it, and then you go back and you're like, oh yeah, that music, it was there, but you're so engrossed in the performance. So kudos. Awesome job on this.